Hello and welcome to Simple Chart Analysis. TradingView has confirmed the competition winners, and as you can see here, the Leap Christmas edition, you can see Simple Chart Analysis in the second position, and it's a fantastic feeling. And they have already rewarded me with their extension of my subscription in TradingView. It's a fantastic thing. And apart from receiving so many congratulatory messages and best wishes, as I said in my previous video, I got many queries related to how I trade and what's my trading strategy and all those things. I've already made one video prior to this. You can check that out as well. And this is a continuation of that because I couldn't cover all the things in one video. So I'm just continuing from that video, and today I'm going to explain some of the strategies I used in this competition. The first one I want to talk to you about is Euro US dollar. As you can see, this is a I've got daily and 1 hour time from charts here. So first, if I go to daily, what I do is I normally try to get a bigger picture what actually is happening in the market. And if you can see, it has been going up constantly here. Okay, and so ideally in those situations, I go for higher profits if I am trading with the trend, and I go for lower profits if I'm taking a counter trend trade. Okay, you see what I mean? Because it makes sense to go with the trend, and you can get more profits. Counter trend is not a wrong thing, but you have to be very precise and you have to be really experienced to understand the markets really well if you want to counter trend trading. So now if I come back to this 1 hour chart where I took the trade, it was somewhere here, and as you can see here, overall picture was it was going up, and I think I entered the competition a bit late. I'm not so sure about that, and I was waiting for an opportunity to enter actually, because overall the trend was up, and as you can see, this was a very shallow pullback from here to here. It's not very deep, very shallow, and that gave me the confidence that I can buy here and wait for some time. So I got in here, and my stop loss was essentially closing below this low. Okay, if it closed below that, that's fantastic. If it tested and came back up, it's even better because it has trapped some of the um, you know traders actually there, because that's what it does. It hunts the stop loss sometimes, and then it triggered some of the stop losses and got back in. So that gave me even more confidence that it's going to have a big rally here. There are three things here that you have to understand. One was the bigger picture was it was going up. That's why I wanted to go long, and I was expecting bigger profits as well because I'll be trading with the trend. And the second one is this was a shallow pullback. I was waiting for entry here, buy entry, and it was a shallow pullback that gave me more confidence. And my stop loss obviously was close. The bar has to close below the previous swing low, which was somewhere here, and it didn't do, and in fact hit the stop losses of many and then got back in. So that gave me even more confidence that I can expect a bigger move here. And that was the whole idea why I didn't close somewhere here or anywhere here. I waited here and then I closed at this point. I'm not sure if I have noted any resistance at that point. Yeah, probably there was some resistance. That's the reason I closed there. You see here, these are the areas where the price came down. So that's the reason I closed my position right in that zone, because it was a resistance zone. And I was in very good profits, by the way. That's the reason why I closed. I think I was up by more than a percentage, and it's a big thing in currency market. And later on, it's just basically, and again another trade I took here and closed here because I was very well in profit zone, and I think I was at number one by that point itself, considering the overall trades that I took, even in silver, gold, and everything. So I wanted to consolidate my position and see how others are doing, and because as I said, my objective was to be in top 10 so that I win the competition. That was the idea, and I just consolidated my position later on. So this was a very interesting one. That's why I wanted to explain about this trade here. And in the last video I explained about silver. So if I go to US gold, if you see here, and even here gold is going up constantly. There's You don't have to have any second thoughts about it at all. It's been going up for a while now. So if I am entering into long position that is mine, then I would be expecting a big profits rather than very small profits. And even here, I took one trade here. I wasn't so sure because there was this choppiness here and it didn't go up, and I wasn't so sure. Then I took a trade and then I just exited at cost to cost maybe and waited, thought of waiting for some more time and then take the trade. And then I placed a order, I guess, because I live in India, and it's usually it was the Indian time when it continued to be choppy, and I thought there is a very high percentage that it can move big when the US market opens, and probably when it is in its prime. So I placed a buy limit actually, because I have already slept, and I placed a buy limit order, and then it got triggered and it went up. And then, as I said, because I was with the trend, I looked for big profits rather than very small profits. And then later on, I closed here. Probably there I saw some sort of resistance there. Yeah, maybe here. That's the reason, because it was choppy and it was at the top of that block, that choppy block. I closed here. I didn't want to take much chance because I was in very good profits and I wanted to book in that first. And there is always a good opportunity to get and re-enter as well. Unfortunately, I was thinking of getting in here, and I probably forgot to place a bilateral order like the previous night, and otherwise I would have definitely done that. So I didn't. I missed this leg. You can say that, Um but it happens in trade. Okay, and later on, now it has gone up so much. I was looking for some selling opportunity, and there are a couple of reasons why I sold here. Now if you see here, I sold here and bought in the next bar itself. That was a very big move, and this was a counter trend trade. Okay, as I said, in counter trend trades I don't really wait for too long. If I get some impulsive moves, that's it, that's enough for me. And the reason why I took the trade, I will tell you this. This is very interesting. Most of you have heard of measured moves and stuff, and it's all about. Most of you have heard of many strategies, many patterns, uh, many kind of concepts and everything. Uh, where people, from what I understand, where people traders fail is. They just don't know when to use which concept, in what scenarios they got to use such concepts. It's not like all the concepts works on all the charts all the time. So it's about picking the right concept or right strategy, or those kind of things matters actually, if you want to be a profitable trader. In this, you most of you have heard of measured moves. So this is another measured move here. It moved by around 70-80 points, and if you take that measured move from here, it was around 80 points somewhere again there. See that kind of that's one part of my trading analysis. And then it's went up and started coming down. If you see here, there was a big strategy. If you look on the daily chart, I'll just zoom in for you. And if you look at this, this is the area. Okay, so this was the area where I sold because it slightly pipped up and then got back in. And when it was coming down, I sold it. I thought it was a very reasonable trade with very low risk, and because the stop loss was very close as well, and with a very potential higher returns. And that's what I got here. Actually, it moved very quickly down, and I think I got another percentage on that, and then I closed it, the reasons I gave you earlier. And again, you shouldn't lose focus on what's happening in the market. The overall trend is up, so you should be looking for buying opportunity. You shouldn't miss the buying opportunity. Okay, and I was very alert, especially after missing this previous big move, failing to put a buy limit there. This time I wasn't doing that kind of a mistake. I was already set here and I bought and then left the position open. And by the in the morning when I checked next day, it was again reaching this peak here. And you have to understand some of the price action concepts. The price has come down drastically here, so there will be some people who will be waiting to re-enter or test those levels again when it comes to the top. And as you can see, it started coming down. So I bought here and I closed here. That was one. So you have to understand, I sold here first, I bought, and then because it's the trend is up, I bought here and then closed at the previous range, thinking that it might not be possible for it to go higher. I closed my position, but I didn't immediately reversed my position. That means I didn't immediately sell. I waited for some confirmation. So when it tried to go up again, it kind of failed. This was a very good resistance zone. These are all price action concepts. And also on top of that, you can uh, do something like trend line as well. And if you see, it broke the trend line. So I sold here, and then I closed somewhere here because it's a counter trend move. As I said many times, I don't really wait for two big moves, and this was again a support area here. And as you can see, I closed here. And by that time, as I said, I was just consolidating my position. I didn't want to take too much risk because my focus was on winning the competition and getting my reward. uh, and then later on there were a few more trades. As I said, it's all about consolidation. So mainly I wanted to explain some of the price action concepts. In the previous video, I gave you few patterns as well, like triangle patterns including price action concepts. These trades are more of a price action trading rather than any patterns or yeah, of course you can call it pattern as well, because some people call this, if you're a pattern trader, this is actually a flag, a bull flag, right? It went up and then there was a flag formation and then went up again. And the same here as well, it was consolidation all through here, and you can see it's a break of the trend line. So yeah, and it's all about how you see the market. And as I said, it's not about I mean, if you just go for trend line breaks and everything, then you should have bought here as well and you would have incurred losses. You would have bought here and incurred losses. So as I said, it's about applying the right concept at the right time. That's crucial to be profitable. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and thank you very much for the wishes and support. I loved it, and see you in the next video, guys.